Hello everyone, it is Andrea, and today I am going to be sharing with you my June setup. I am so behind and I am so annoyed with myself because I had all of this ready like at the end of June. I was so prepared and then I just got lazy. And as you can probably tell with the amount of videos that I've put out or lack thereof, your girl has just had a long summer. I think having my kids home a lot of the time and summer camp and all the different activities we've done has really worn me out. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and I need to get caught up on my planners, both my reading journal and my regular memory keeping planner. So I did go ahead and use a bunch of items from this, I think it's like Beach Day collection. It'll probably be in the title. And I kind of was like looking at my past months to see what I did because obviously it has been a while since I laid down one of these bases. But I love just how easy it is now that I feel like I have a groove, and it's just like a fun little time of just playing with stickers and putting everything down. I did end up reading, I think, what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books, I think, this month. And I had 4 that definitely stuck out to me. And mostly also that had a lot of online like fan art or things that I wanted to print out and decorate with. But I kind of am just doing what I've been doing for the past 2 months, which I do have book customs in the shop, so you can put whatever books you want, and then I will make sticker sheets. There's 3 different formats. This one is the borderless, so the height of them are all the same, but the widths will change based on the proportions of the set that or the book. Sorry, I'm zoning out already. I'm so tired. We went to the pool today and I'm pooped. But anyways, I am using that, but there are 2 other ones. One of them is called Bold Classic, which has like a stroke around it, so it kind of looks like hand drawn as far as the like outline of the book. And then there is like a true cover, which looks more like, I don't know, there's no like big stroke around it, so it's a little bit more like, I guess, realistic looking in a way. Actually, I did read one less because did DNF, Problematic Summer Romance. I was just reading it and I was like, it was just kind of cringy, I think. And I did read the first book in this interconnected standalone and didn't really like it that much. So I was like, I'm not going to force myself to listen to any more of this and just DNF'd it. But this month, I feel like all of the books were either like I really liked them or they were like good enough, you know? So I feel like I had a really good reading month for the most part. So like I said, I'm just using this collection, and then I also am going to be using the letter tiles to spell out reads. And I've been loving these letter tiles. I feel like letter tiles and the like bead, like so it looks like a friendship bracelet, are just so fun. They give that like scrapbook junk journal vibe that I've been loving. And then I'm just going to put in some watercolor swatches. Oh my gosh, guys. And put my 3 stats that I like to track, which is the amount of books that I read, the pages that I read, as well as my like average rating, which I get all of these stats from Storygraph. And it is kind of annoying, I think, that like Goodreads doesn't have these type of things, and that also I have to like track on both. Like they don't like hook up together really. Like I know you can like transfer everything in, but then you have to like keep doing that, and I just want there to be like an all-encompassing easy way to do this without me having to like, I don't want to not do Goodreads though, because I feel like it's like the place to be when it comes to like seeing what everyone else is reading, what everyone's thinking, and just keeping up to date with everything. But at the same time, I want more stats, and especially because Amazon bought it, I'm like not really sure why we can't just like allocate some of the bazillions of dollars into maybe making Goodreads a little bit more of a great user experience, you know? If anybody else is on that train, let me know in the comments down below. But I am using some of the little butterflies to just kind of decorate the white space. I think this is like definitely more of a tedious process going through and putting in all of these little butterflies, but I think adding the little deco bits definitely does add a lot to the spread. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the books while we're here, Death Row was a short story. I didn't really care about it too much, if I'm gonna be honest with you. It was more of like, I don't know. It was the ending. I was like, okay, I guess that's what we're doing, kind of situation. I don't want to spoil it, but I think it was an Amazon book, like an Amazon reads. I don't remember. Zodiac Academy was like absolute trash, but like I ate it up. But I'm like kind of let now, like that it's been 2 months since I've read it. I'm like more contemplating on if I want to continue it or not. Like at first I was like, yeah, I'll read this, but then I was like, I feel like there's so many more series. Like I'm gonna spend like that series is like when you put the books up is like 3 feet tall. So I don't know if I want to do it. Does It Hurt is from H.G. Carlton. Is it Carlton or yeah, it's Carlton. And I have liked basically everything else that she's written. It's a dark romance. And this one was just fine. I was going to make Hannah read it, but I was like, honestly, if I'm going to make you read one of her books, I'd rather you read Haunting Adeline. Nobody in Particular was an arc, as well as Love and Focus. I think both of them are out now, but they're both sapphic romances actually. And I like Nobody in Particular a little bit better, but I like them both like enough that I would recommend reading them both. And then I did also read a manhwa, which is Nobody, or is it Nobody in Particular? No, that was the other one. The S class, tier class of Perks of Being an S class something heroine. I don't remember, but it was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I've bought the next 3 and I am so obsessed. It is such a fun one. Basically, it's about this person who, passes away and then gets like kind of like relocated into a I don't really know how to explain it. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like a very interesting concept and she's kind of like almost in like it's like a video game-esque where she's like leveling up and like getting different like perks of in her storyline. It's very interesting. I don't want to spoil anything. So then we're going to go into my spotlight books. That's what I'm going to call them just until I forget. So this is the only time I'll call them that. And that is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I just feel like Catherine Center gets it. I love the Catherine Center romances that I've read so far. And I knew that whenever I don't remember what I read first. I can imagine the cover, but it was a 6-star read. I loved it so much and it came out this year and I was like, I need to definitely get through her backlog and I am obsessed with The Bodyguard. I thought it was so good. Such a fun time. They're kind of like romantic comedies, but they do have like some more serious topics in them. So yeah, definitely 5-star read. And then I also did read Not Safe for Work, which was, I think it was an arc. I don't think I've ever read anything else by this author, but I really liked it. I actually liked it way more than I thought I would. And I think like, going into The Bodyguard, I was like, I'm probably going to like this. This, I was like, it looks like, like a good time, but I feel like there's a lot more to it than I thought there would be. And I really enjoyed the like banter and also it was like it's funny at times, but it also was serious. It gave me like similar vibes to Catherine Center where there's like a lot of different energies in the book and it's not always so serious. There is parts that are funny, but the serious parts are serious. If that makes any sense, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Also, I'm just 95% of the time a little bit delirious. But whenever I do these, I like to put in with these letter tiles just something that reminds me of the book. And I feel like I need to start like maybe writing these down so I don't have to like think about them 2 months later. Or maybe I should just be more on top of my spreads. But yeah, I just decided also that I wanted this to be a little bit lower because I didn't have a lot of things going on. I think last month to this one, I did put in the boxes to like write in like my thoughts. And I'm kind of going back and forth on if I want to do that or not for the future. I do think that I'm trying to lean more into the like the fan art or like the art that the the author um has like an artist do. I don't know. My brain's going. So somehow I'm just like missing all of the clips for this. So yeah. I might have just not been filming whenever I did these pages, but I did do a page for the Rose Bargain and I had so much like art that I found on Pinterest or the author posted that you don't even see the background, if I'm gonna be real with you. But that was my favorite book of the month. And then I also had Lights Out in there, which I loved Lights Out. I thought it was a really fun dark romance. I really loved Josh as a book boyfriend. I thought he was fantastic. He was funny. I LOL'd so much while reading this book, and I have since read Caught Up, which is book 2. I know a lot of people don't like book 2, but I think it's because they are quite different in the relationship as well as the male main character. I mean, even the like female main character is way different, but I feel like a lot of people liked Lights Out for Josh. But is it Nico or Nick? Or I don't remember what his name, or Junior. I don't remember what the guy's name is in the second one. But I liked their relationship a little bit more, and just the different things that they like discovered about themselves and each other during the book a little bit more, I think. So even though I gave Lights Out a 5-star, I think that's because Josh was just such he was just such a vibe. He was so funny, and I just loved the energy. But I gave the second book a 4-star, and they're leading up to being another book. I don't remember who this one is. Oh, it's about the like roommate of the guy in the first one, I think. I don't remember, but I will read it. But I do not think that it will be Lights Out just because of Josh. I just feel like he was the book boyfriend. So that is everything for this month. I hope you like these spreads. I'm sorry that there was a whole chunk missing. I do not know what happened. I actually went ahead right after this and filmed my July reading journal spread, so that should be up more timely manner. And August is not looking so great because it's the 17th as of right now, and I have finished 1 book. I'm thinking I probably will finish at least 3 total, but it's not looking so great. So pray for me, keep me in your thoughts. I love you so much. Toodaloo!